Hi there, this is Darren Tubnam and I'm going to share with you in this brief video 13 ways to enhance your PT business taken from my new book, 101 Ways to Enhance Your PT Business. Enjoy this brief video.
Right, let's get started straight away. Number one, have and circulate a client newsletter. Really important, have both a hard and soft copy so that you can have physical copies of your newsletter about town, whether that's in coffee shops, whether that's on the waiting room table in chiropractors and physiotherapists and chiropodists, even in dentists. Make sure that you've got those hard copies, maybe in food supplement stores, maybe even circulated through your clients, of course. Your clients will get a hard copy, but some of your clients will happily distribute them about their workplace or around their area of town amongst their family and friends. It's a really great way to get your brand and message out there. Have a soft copy too, so that you can email local businesses, previous clients, prospects who have shown some kind of interest in the past in your business, so you can easily get that news around where it needs to get around. Now, make sure it's full of helpful hints and tips targeted right to your target audience. Make sure you're sharing client success stories that people can resonate with. Maybe include a recipe of the week, a lead article of some kind around fitness, upcoming events and news, of course. But the main thing is your newsletter is a really good soft sales approach where every edition is going to have how to contact you, the kind of outcomes that people can expect to achieve when they choose you, so that people can actually make contact and start to make themselves known to you so that you can help them through your services and your products to get fit and healthy as you obviously intend. Now, if your newsletter is going to position you right in town as the authority, the expert, the go-to personal trainer, which it will, it only needs to be a couple of pages. You might have a 4-page version. It might be monthly. You could have it fortnightly. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be consistent. Number 2 is about having a client success folder so that when you get those people coming to see you for that complimentary visit and that chance to sit down with you and talk about them and their needs, you've got all of these amazing testimonials, not just the video testimonials that you have on your website, but lots and lots of case studies where you can show people the kind of results they can expect and the kind of results that you've accomplished for other people as they sit with you and talk about their frustrations as to why they haven't in the past managed to get the result they really want. Now, with these stories that you can tell through those before and after photographs and the weights and measures and the ability just to give examples, it's really going to showcase your ability to get them the results that they want. At the end of the day, we sell outcomes, not services. We're going to service people right. We're going to make sure people get a wow experience, but we don't sell a service. We're going to sell from this point forth. We're going to make sure that we sell an outcome to a target market. And when prospects can associate with the kinds of people that you work with, they're going to be really motivated to start to train with you. Now, once a client starts with you, we want an immediate wow. We want to avoid clients going home, telling their partner they've just spent a heap of money and to have nothing to show for it but an appointment next week. No, we want them to be able to have this really nicely branded welcome pack. And in that welcome pack, you're going to have a welcome letter that outlines more clearly now your credentials, your commitment, your philosophy of training, so that people can now read about you in the comfort of their own home and to have that feeling that they've made the right decision and they're looking forward to getting started. Now you're going to have in there also some recipes, your latest newsletter, of course, so a copy of that. You might also include some discount vouchers in that welcome pack. Maybe you've been about town and you've negotiated 20%, 30% discounts off of the local hairdresser or the beautician or the sports supplement store or the clothing store. So people actually, because you put the work in before this, are going to get another wow, which is they've got discounts off of things that they might start to do more of now. Now you're also going to include there some referral leaflets, as in information about how your referral system works, which is if they now wish to give out this gift certificate that's in the welcome pack to people that they know, that would also entitle them to come and have a complimentary session with you so that you can repeat this. It's just also going to be a great feel-good factor for those new clients. They're going to want to do that and enjoy doing that because they're proud of the fact that they made this investment in themselves. You also might have in there your cancellation policy and your basic terms and conditions, but also your promise to them in terms of your commitment to make sure you go above and beyond to ensure that this time is the last time they need to invest to get fit and healthy or to lose weight or whatever your business is based around. A welcome pack is a must. I mentioned in there referral campaigns. Number 4 is to run a refer a friend campaign. And this is really important because if we can really create that wow, and that always comes first, we must first make sure your clients get an absolutely awesome experience. And we need to go above and beyond just training people. We've got to remember and celebrate their birthdays. We need to make sure if we know their favorite music, we're going to play it on their first session with us. Maybe we even ask for their favorite music in their induction questionnaire. We're going to make sure we create a playlist for them to help them with their cardio, or we're going to make sure that we have a weekly video message for them to keep them motivated through the program. We're going to be proactive here. We're going to make sure we systemize this so that clients, when they start with us, they experience such an amazing experience. They will want to tell everyone they come into contact with about us. We have natural referral first. But then we need to make sure that we have a proactive referral system, which is we can proactively include mention of this in our newsletter. We can include mention this on our Facebook. We can include periodic emails that drive this, which is if you're having a great time, if you're really getting the results that I know that you are, then please send on this gift certificate to someone that you know, or this this message to someone that you know, because if I can help them to come and have a confidence session with me, I would love to see if I can help them as well. That this can be a very proactive thing, and if you get this right, you're not going to have to spend much time or money on advertising, because this will look after itself. Now, number 5, don't be afraid to sell your time for money. And I know it's not what the gurus are saying. You see, it's what other professions do, and it works just fine with your physiotherapist or a chiropractor, that we have this ability to get people a result that they otherwise can't get, and therefore this is our price, and this is how you can pay to be able to get that result. Now, we just need to be strategic in how we put this together so that we can orientate the actual clusters of personal training towards a specific outcome. For example, that you might be £35 per session. Now, you don't have to be per hour, because we might have 30-minute or 45-minute sessions. We can certainly break away from this idea of just having 1-hour sessions. Now, it might be that as we present ourselves, that always includes whatever necessary postural retraining or corrective exercise that needs to be done. It includes whatever nutrition accountability as the sessions go on, i.e. talking to them at the end of each session about how the nutrition is changing and what other help they might need. So we can include what they need as part of our training. But what we do is we might have someone that wants to have a 6-week course of personal training, and they might choose 2 sessions per week. And at £35, that's therefore £70 a week. And for £70 a week over a 6-week period, we've tailored what they want accordingly. And there's nothing wrong with doing this. All we've got to make sure is the way that we offer this is clear before we start talking pricing, and before we start talking about the duration of a personal training program. We first understand what's wrong so that they can actually buy into that we are going to help them to provide a solution here. It's just that we're tailoring the solution to a specific time frame that they're interested in, at certain times per week that they're interested in, and either half an hour or 3/4 of an hour, or maybe you have an hour session, it's up to you, so that someone can actually see that this purchase is going to get them the result that they want. Number 6, you can always pre-package your personal training, meaning as you start to understand what people most need, you can actually put that out there, which is to say, look, having worked with people and knowing and understanding the kind of things that you guys need, this is my package programs that you can purchase up front. Now, this might show up in terms of a gold, VIP, platinum and diamond pack range, and the difference between those is simply the amount of content and therefore the cost up front to purchase it. It might be that you've pre-thought that that needs to be mainly group PT and some one-on-one PT, whereas the higher end is more just one-on-one PT. It might be that some of those packages have some one-on-one nutrition coaching sessions in there, whereas other ones don't. So you can work out what would be your highest level package and what would be in there for someone to get absolute certainty they're going to get the result, what would be your entry level package, and what would be 2 in the middle. Having 4 is good, it will drive people towards the middle 2. Having 5 or 6 may confuse people too much. Equally, we could take a different approach. It might be that you have greater diversity than that. So what you have is maybe a ski fit package, a golf fit package, maybe a run fit package, and maybe an accelerated fat loss package. Here, the difference between the packages isn't how much they cost or what's in it, but the actual nature of the training towards a specific goal type. You may even decide to do more of a monthly subscription system where someone actually chooses how many times a week they think they want to actually train with you, and they pay on a subscription method using something like Jotform. Jotform is a paperless way to set up a direct debit, so someone can give you their details. That will come out of their bank account every month automatically, and they get the set number of sessions per month that they subscribe to. So lots of ways to do it. There's a couple. Now, number 7 is a really great idea. Run a fitness or fat loss challenge, especially if you're not currently running something like an 8-week or 12-week challenge and you've got clients training with you sometimes once a week, some twice a week, some just fortnightly. So you've got a range of people. To suddenly get people really focused and to periodically put together this challenge, maybe it's 8 weeks, for example, with a definite start date, a weigh-in, to really create some buzz prior to that start date so that your Facebook is going, your newsletter's full of it, and maybe you've got a radio blast that's gone out about it, and therefore people have got some enticement as well to get started, because on the 8-week challenge you've got a food diary, you've got a training journal, you've got people actually together doing it, you've put on some complimentary educational seminars in the evenings, so you've built some more content around it, so that some of your clients are already engaged in your training. They may only have to have a small supplement now to be able to be part of your 8-week challenge, as opposed to their normal rate to get the extra stuff that's involved with it. But what it's doing, of course, is creating a great buzz. It's going to draw in new clients that you don't yet know into the program, especially friends and family and colleagues of people that you already train. It's a great excuse to get some great content in your newsletter that we've already talked about, some press releases out there, and create some hype around town. So seriously consider periodically through the year running some kind of fitness or fat loss challenge. And number 8, don't just rely on 2 to 3 times a week personal training. That if we can attract more people into our business, the more the better. Better to have 100 clients engaged in all sorts of different things that we're running than to have just 10 clients training 3 times a week for our 30-hour week, and then when 2 people leave, we're devastated in terms of our income and we've got to suddenly panic to be able to try and find some new clients. So you might have clients training with you once a month, or maybe even once a week. You might have clients coming in for an annual health checkup. So when people come in for an annual health checkup, it's a chance to be able to have a battery of assessments. It might be a cholesterol check using AccuTrends, for example, a blood pressure check, of course. It might be some kind of chest to step test, i.e. an aerobic fitness test. It might be some kind of strength assessment, a postural assessment. So you can create the range of assessments that you want to run so someone can get a comprehensive report at the end of this to show really great value in terms of they've had a full health and fitness checkup. Of course, from there, we can engage in conversations about some level of ongoing coaching or training to help them to change the status quo. But even if those people that come for the health check, which you charge appropriately for, end up having a membership in a gym that you've got nothing to do with, and they do their training away from you or not in any gym at all, that's okay. You've got more and more people that are saying great things about you, even if they only spend, in this case, annually. But certainly you can get people, touching base with you for reviews maybe every 6 weeks, for example, and incorporate this into your offers. Number 9, have a standout business card. We need to have a business card that's memorable. When we engage with someone through the networking events we can get to, putting ourselves about in terms of delivering local seminars, meeting people in golf clubs or tennis clubs or wherever we might be hanging out where our target clients might be, it's really important as we give someone our business card so that they can have our contact details. When they see our card, it immediately relates to the personality that they actually met face to face. So find a way for your business card to represent you and for it to stand out and instantly remind someone of the time that you gave it to them. Now, number 10, we mentioned having a sales system. Really important to consistently offer complimentary opportunities for people to engage with you. We need to build a level of know, like, and trust that online just can't do. That we want to get people off of Facebook, we want to get people off of our website, and we want to get people physically in front of us if we've got an offline business, of course, so that we can find out about them, so that we can find out what sort of things they really want to accomplish that they've otherwise struggled to accomplish before. We want to ask about what they've tried before that hasn't worked. We want people to share with us what they're really needing in terms of help, so that we can show people that the services that we have, the pre-packaged products that we've talked about, the monthly direct debit system that we've talked about, or the actual tailoring a specific program of personal training for them, can help them to get to the place they've previously not been able to get. And when we do this skillfully, this is a really powerful way to help people to start to invest in themselves and to engage with us as their trainer and as their coach. Now, number 11, got to have a website in today's age. You can't just have a Facebook profile. People want to be able to find you. People will search for you online, and it really needs to be on a business card. We really want to go beyond just doing that. And when we have a website, then it needs to be clear. People buy clarity. It needs to make sure that at the top there you've got a clear header talking about the outcomes that people can experience through choosing you and the kinds of people that you tailor your services towards. We need to make sure we probably have a homepage video so that you can have a 1 to 2 minute video talking about the kinds of outcomes and results that you provide for people and what people should do next to further inquiry. We need to have a clear call to action on our website, which needs to be followed up with either a phone call or an email system that fires out. And we need to make sure that the visitor feels the hero of the story. The website must not be all about us. It needs to be all about them, showing ourselves to be Jedi, if you like, helping them to find their best version of them. And when people can engage with that story and feel part of your story, then people can easily click to then go to the next stage, of course, which is to have that contact with you. So have a website, make sure it's clear what you do, to whom and why, and make sure you show certainty that people need to take the specific action you want to take next to go to the next level. And number 12, build on your successes. You see, when we feel excited about our business and we feel that drive, we feel that high arousal, our heart rate races, catecholamines are released, we're on full alert. It's just on the other side of arousal, unfortunately, is anxiety. Because when we interpret the same physiology, funny enough, in a different way, when we start to get frustrated or we don't see immediate results or we start to doubt ourselves and we start to have that fear that starts to show up, anxiety stops us taking the actions that we need to take. And therefore, we need to create a way to protect our confidence and to build upon our successes. And the simple way to do that is a simple 3-2-1 method, which is every single night before you go to bed, just reflect on 3 wins of the day. Doesn't matter how small, we need to have 3 small wins that we can just run through in our mind and go through and feel good about. 2, we need to notice and acknowledge 2 strengths that showed up today. Because when we think about the day that's just gone and we can just think about 2 strengths that we've exhibited, it's going to make us feel good about our strengths and remind us of our strengths, and one positive emotional feeling that we experienced today. If we can't think of one, just think of someone that you show and feel appreciation for. As you in your mind thank them, you will instantly feel good. You're going to get that one in easily. But when you do this every single day, and it only takes a few minutes, just 3 things that have worked out well today, no matter how small, 2 strengths that showed up today, and 1 positive emotional state that you remember being in, the feeling, we are going to wake up every morning thinking about those 3, 2, 1 things that we've just gone through. So make sure you write them down or remember them and just rehearse them before you get out of bed. So your first thoughts in the morning are those same 3 wins, those same 2 strengths, that same positive emotion that you felt yesterday, and build some momentum. Because if we consistently just remind ourselves that we're moving forwards, we're looking back and just seeing how much progress we made last 24 hours or the last 7 days, rather than just keep looking forward at the reach and feeling scared sometimes about how much further we've got to go, just keep reminding yourself as you get excited about your future, just look back and see that we are moving forwards and we're going to move forwards with confidence. And here we are, way number 13. Be absolutely incredible every single day. Be before you are and you will become. Get clarity about the person and the business and the success you intend, no, you demand of yourself in the future, and start to be that person today. Act as if, and everything that you do, be focused around moving towards that end. And I know that you'll start to make progress and start to create a bigger and better business for yourself, because when you do, the truth is, the more money that you make, the more business success that you achieve, the more people as a direct consequence benefit from your service, as in more people get fit and healthy, more people feel that happiness and that glow from being fitter and healthier, and therefore it's a win-win. So if you've liked these 13 ways, I'd love for you to, for free, download my 101 Ways to Enhance Your PT Business and have a good read. If you want and prefer a physical hard copy, then you can purchase a hard copy too. We'll pop that in the post to you, and you can start to read through more ways just like this to help you to enhance your PT business without getting stuck and frustrated just in social media. It's been a pleasure. I hope this has helped. I look forward to maybe meeting you one day soon.